These are in the same family. This is a MP3 Piaggio family. These are also very popular these days, but the question is which one is the most appropriate for let's say someone that lives in the city and someone that would like to go also to tour a bit for a bit of let's say longer rides and so on. So these questions are very, let's say, popular and important these days. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another comparison video. After filming the 1-2-5 comparison video between Aprilia and Piaggio, I decided that I have to do also this one. This is gonna be a comparison video between two Piaggios. The first one is 530 and the second one is the 300. So these are in the same family. This is a MP3 Piaggio family. These are also very popular these days, but the question is which one is the most appropriate for let's say someone that lives in the city and someone that would like to go also to tour a bit for a bit of let's say longer rides and so on. So these questions are very, let's say, popular and important these days, and in this video I would like to clear things, to show you some differences, to show you some details, and to explain what I think about these models and what or which one of these would be my pick. So I have also my helmet here that I would like to insert under the seat to see how it fits in this one and also in this one, and we will see how much luggage it's possible to have under the seat in both cases. Otherwise I will talk also a little bit about my experience when test riding these machines. I test rode both machines. This one it was in May, and the 300cc was not so long ago in August, and I still have a fresh memory about both, so I can tell you my thoughts about them. First of all, let's cover the engine. The engine, it's in both cases a liquid cooled engine. In this case it is a 530cc single cylinder engine producing 45 horsepower and 50 Newton meters of torque, so quite torquey and powerful. And on the other hand we have a 300cc, the same liquid cooled single cylinder engine producing 26 horsepower and 26 Newton meters of torque, so a little bit less, but still capable enough in my opinion. I will explain later why. This is the engine, guys. The dimensions. The 530, it's quite a lot bigger. It has also a bigger seat, it has also a bigger windshield, and it has also a bigger wheelbase. On the other hand, I can still tell you that when riding the 300, it's just not that small, you know. In fact, when you are sitting on both bikes, I mean both machines, you have a feeling that there is not much of a difference. So both are quite comfortable. I mean, the 530, it's a bit more because you have a bigger seat, and also you have a bit more space for your legs, but otherwise there is not a huge difference in comfort and dimensions, except for the look. The 530 looks quite a bit bigger. Let's cover some technical stuff right now. Both have disc brakes at the front and at the rear. This is a dual channel ABS system on both, and also CBS, so combined braking system, on both. Brakes are very powerful on both. I didn't see that time any differences in braking, and I have to be honest and say brakes are great on both models. About the equipment, here it comes to the point that it is a huge difference among these two. So the 530, it's very well equipped. It has the bigger display. It has a TFT display. It has also the possibility to connect it to your mobile phone. It has also the cruise control, and on the other hand we have a more or less basic machine that has a very stylish wind protection, but it's without the cruise control. It has a normal analog dash, and it is just a simple means of transport in this regard. About the design, I am not gonna go into details, but these two are very similar, but in the same time quite different. If you look carefully at the front, you can see that the bigger model has different blinkers and quite a bit different front styling. The windshield, it's very tall in comparison with the 300cc model. The front lights are different. Both models have the blinkers that are LED, but on the 300cc the headlight, it's a normal halogen headlight. Here we have LED headlights, and the styling, like I said, it's quite a bit different when you look carefully at both models. But anyways, both are very useful machines in the city, and riding or driving as you wish, it's quite similar. Here we have quite a lot more power. On the left side it is just enough to ride in the city and also a little bit out of the city and to overtake, but you're not gonna be the fastest, you're not gonna be the, let's say, the one that it will be always the first. Instead, here you can have very nice acceleration times, and also it is very useful when touring in comparison to the smaller model, because you have a bit more under the seat space, you have a bigger seat, you have a better wind protection because it is a bit wider also than the 300cc model. So the ride, it's in a way similar, but in a way also very different. Like I said, brakes are very good on both models. The fuel economy, it's a bit different, because this is a 530cc, this is a 300cc engine, and here you can see from 4.5 to 5 liters per 100 kilometers if you are riding a bit faster. On the other hand, here you can see around 4 at max. The stated fuel consumption is 3.2 liters per 100 kilometers, and here it is, let's say, 4 liters per 100 kilometers, but this is all that it's just on the paper, and it really depends from the rider how much they consume. Both models have the foot brake. This is something that it's needed on such machines, and both models have the handbrake to, let's say, stop the vehicle on, let's say, some slopes. So this is cool. I cannot say anything more here. Both have also the function to stabilize the vehicle. So when you are, let's say, leaving it, when you are going off the vehicle, you just press the button and it's stable. So this is something that it's a standard equipment on both model. Let's continue. The under the seat storage on the bigger model, it's let's say bigger one. You can put a full face helmet easily. Instead, on the 300cc model, there is let's say a problem doing it because it cannot really fit properly. Maybe this is just the case with my helmet, but I don't know, I'm not so sure, because the shape of the under the seat storage, it's so weird on the 300cc model. You can see it from my let's say trying to put it inside, and there it's clear that it cannot go really nicely inside. Otherwise, I have to mention also the top speed of these machines. So this one can easily pass 130, 140, even a bit more, in my opinion, kilometers per hour. On the left side, the smaller one, it's already struggling at 130 because there is a difference in the engine, in the power. 44 horsepower, 26 horsepower. This is quite a difference. Let me mention some similarities, technical similarities. Both have the same size wheels, all front and rear, and both have also a quite similar suspension. So you have double shocks at the rear, and overall the ride, it's quite similar. I mean, on the bigger one you have a lot of let's say space on the seat, also for the passenger, because the seat, it's very big and very soft, I would say, very comfortable. On the other hand, the 300 model just offers less comfort, to be honest. But what is very interesting is that the suspension, it's just slightly better on the 530, in my opinion, because you feel the bumps, you know, you feel the bumps when you are riding both machines. So there is not a huge difference in the riding comfort in this regard. Let's continue, guys. When I rode both models, I had a feeling that the 300cc it's just enough. You know, if you are using the 300cc model in the city and also for some longer rides outside the city, it is just fine, because you can keep with the traffic, you can pass 100 kilometers per hour quite easily, and it's way more than enough. Otherwise, if you plan to do some two-up rides, if you plan to go on some longer rides, then it is very nice to have to pick the bigger model, so the 530cc. This is a 44 horsepower model, and it just goes better. It's faster, to be honest, it's faster. So if you plan to go on some longer rides, and most important is if you also plan to have a passenger, then you should pick the bigger one, because it has enough power to take a pillion on any kind of a road. The riding experience, it's just great on both models. I cannot say anything bad about it. I have to mention that you just have to be let's say aware that you are on 3 wheels instead of just 2 wheels. You have to be, let's say, conscious that you don't have the possibility to lean, you know, just like on a motorcycle, but you can get quickly used to it. So there is nothing that would be really bothering a new rider to pick these machines. And both of these are rideable with the car license. So this is very important. For those of you who have only the car license, these are both great machines. So now let's go to the question, which one is better for you? Like I mentioned, if you are planning to do a lot of 2-up rides, then pick this one, because it's more powerful, and you can even tour with this one because it has a bigger under the seat luggage capacity. It has also the connectivity with the mobile phone, that it's very useful, and it has also something that it's very important when touring, and this is the cruise control. So this is a complete machine for 2-up rides and also longer rides, even touring. On the other hand, the 300cc model, it's smaller, it's also cheaper if we compare the prices. Here we are around 12,000 euros, even a bit more. Here we are around 8,000 euros, a bit less. So there is a huge price difference, but there is also quite a big difference between the equipment and the engine. More powerful, very well equipped, less power and less equipment. Otherwise, I have to also mention that for the city use, for just riding some short rides, you know, 30, 50, 70 kilometers one way, and if you are not using the highway all the time, this is a great machine. So in that case, I would pick the 300cc model. The fuel tank on both machines, it's quite small, and this is a negative for the bigger and for the smaller model. So here we have more or less 13 liters, and here we have more or less 11 liters of fuel inside. So this is not a huge amount of fuel, and in case you're gonna tour with the 530cc, you should plan some stops, you know. The 300cc model, it's also a bit more economical, and it is not a huge problem. This was my comparison, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that I answer some of your questions, which one would be more appropriate for your riding style, for your needs. Like I said, it is the case of taste and needs. Bigger, smaller, more expensive, less expensive, but it is up to you guys to decide which one it's gonna be yours. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please do me a favor and subscribe, and till the next one.